Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Two Moms, Too Much Coffee. We have Tempest here, and we also have,
Hey guys, it's Giselle.
hey, how's it going?
It's going. Naya's shared her germs, so the house is sick, but it's fine.
Yeah, so sorry if you guys hear some sniffles, but it's sick season, so I'm sure, yeah, as moms listening, I'm sure you're probably sick anyway, so it's all good.
Early. Yeah. Yeah. How are
um,
you?
I'm actually doing all right. We have gotten through the sicknesses in our house. Adam had COVID last week, and I actually got to go on vacation, which was really nice. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling good. Feeling good.
Good. That sounds good. At least COVID's done. And you didn't
It's
get
like,
it. That's literally, yeah.
oh man, no, that man quarantined. I was about to give him a hotel. He's about to live the life because I was not getting sick. You know what?
I
You
know
go
you're
just
like,
have a spa
give
day,
you a
and
break in a hotel? Quarantine? Like get sick?
yeah,
Like which one do I want to do?
exactly. Like leave me be. I don't care what you do.
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, what are we talking about today, Tempest?
Yes. So today is one of my favorite episodes. We are doing a pop culture episode. Last time I did a little jingle, Giselle didn't like it. So no jingle for you guys, but yay for pop culture.
I didn't like it. I just wasn't prepared for for winging
But
that one.
yeah, yeah. But yeah, so some things that have been out that I just really want to talk about. The biggest, hottest news is Catherine O'Hara dying. That it just broke my heart when I read it. I love her. Like, I don't know anybody that
Mhm.
doesn't love her, but she's just so great. She died at 71, and I feel like the older I get, the more I feel like these ages are so young. I'm like, what do you mean 71? I better not die at 71. So it's so like just so sad. She's like everybody's TV mom.
Yeah, she really is, and I feel like I know her, of course, from, like, the most common, like Home Alone and things like that, but I honestly feel like she's been in everything since I was a kid. I can't even, like, put names to everything, but the last thing we watched with her in it was Beetlejuice, and I don't know if you went to see that, but she was hilarious in it, and I'm like, "You just put that out." Well, it feels like she just put it out. It's been a couple years, but it's just so sad.
Did you see what Macaulay Culkin said?
Yeah, I saw the post that he made for her and he called her mom and basically like the post was saying like he thought they would have more time and then he still wanted to, spend time with her and it just she was his mom. I think I saw a post too that he had done, I think it was like a Hollywood star event or something like that. But he was like, "Mom," and she like ran up to him, gave him a big hug. So like he was still calling her mom, which is just I don't know. It's just so sad.
Yeah, it really is. And I know you said like you know her from Home Alone, and I know like the masses will know her from Home Alone, but I must be
Mhm.
a weirdo because I watched Home Alone really late in life. And so I actually really know her from Schitt's Creek. Like
Mm.
love Schitt's Creek so much. And I think it just that show is I mean, it's so well casted, but she just dominated like the every scene she's in. You can't take your eyes off of her. She is, like, clinically insane in that show, and she just did such a fantastic job, and so, for me, I'm just like, I'm about to go rerun all those seasons again, 1, because it's a fantastic show, and 2, it's, give her, like, just a little memorial for me to just go and rewatch her do something she loves so much. Because I know that that show, in the beginning, it didn't get a lot of love. Obviously, you gotta love it if it's not getting a lot of love and you're still doing it, so I feel for her, and this one may really, really hurt seeing this
Yeah.
headline.
Yeah. What's crazy is I have been seeing people's posts and like bringing up Schitt's Creek, and I have actually never seen it. I haven't seen a single episode, and it's making me want to go watch it because that's what everyone has been bringing up. JWoww even did like this whole post of being like heartbroken from it, and she's like, she's my favorite actress, and I think they did like Halloween of them all dressed up for it and everything as her. And I'm like, okay, now I need to go watch this show. And I wonder how many other people are going to be doing the same thing that it's just going to increase the streams on it because of her. So
Yeah.
also crazy that you saw Home Alone late in life.
Yeah.
That's crazy because you were such like a Disney kid. Like you were all of the like Matilda, all of that. So
Yeah.
like Home Alone is a classic.
Yeah, I mean, when I say that, I have a really terrible memory, so
Mm.
I'm sure I saw it when it came out, like, Don't get me wrong, I probably did, but who knows what happened to that memory. So,
Valid.
so I actually actively remember watching it in my 20s and seeing it, and I was like, "Oh, now I get," but I just don't have the nostalgia that everybody has with it
Mm,
because I remember seeing it so late in life. But
valid,
yeah,
valid.
but
Yeah.
not seeing Schitt's Creek is blasphemous.
I was like, "What word is she about to come up with right now?"
Not seeing Schitt's Creek is like going up Schitt's Creek without a paddle, okay? Go watch it.
It's Schitt's Creek, and then there's something else that everyone is, like, obsessed with that I haven't watched. It's like another like, what is Schitt's Creek like a comedy? Like, or is it
Oh my
like
god, is it like a comedy?
there's another one where it's like a family, and the family's, like, insane. My
It's
gosh.
That's Schitt's Creek.
Is that Schitt's Creek?
Yeah, I mean, yes, like, they
I
are
thought there was another one, and, like, people are, like, homeless and, like, all this stuff in it
no,
and, like, on
that's
drugs.
them. Okay, the drugs maybe some people are on drugs, but who knows? But no, they were homeless and they moved to Schitt's Creek, which is a place.
The
So,
same guy from The Bear is in it, right?
no.
See, we're talking about 2 different things. We're talking about
Okay,
2
well
different things.
Schitt's Creek is something that needs to be on your list.
Okay, I
Whatever you're
will.
talking about, I'm not sure, so
I'm Shameless.
she was in Shameless?
No, I'm thinking of Shameless.
Oh,
There's Schitt's Creek. Everyone talks about Schitt's Creek
okay, these are
and how you
vastly
have to
different
watch it.
shows.
And then everyone talks about Shameless, and there are 2 shows that everyone's like, "It's crazy that you haven't seen them." But now,
Yeah.
because of because of this sadness, now I'm gonna
Mhm.
watch Schitt's Creek first.
Yes, definitely watch Schitt's Creek because we're talking about
Okay.
Catherine, and also definitely watch Shameless because that's 100% your type of show. We love the same shows.
Okay.
Watch they're such a mess. Like, they are but that is not I would say, like, that's a dramedy. Schitt's Creek is a comedy. Like, it's a sitcom-ish.
Oh,
Like, it's
okay.
not
I'm a
like
big
it's
drama
not like
girl.
laugh track sitcom, but it's good. We gotta watch it.
Okay. Okay. I'll try it because I am a big drama girl.
And you have to watch it past the first season. The first season for me, I was like, "What are we doing here?" Just you gotta get through the first season, and then you'll be like, this is part of my family." They ended the show, and I was like, "Wait, where's my brother and sister and my parents? What's happening?"
I feel like I do
It's
that to all of the
fantastic.
shows I'm in love with. I'm like, "Where's my family?" Like,
Yeah,
Where'd you guys go?" I'm homeless now. I'm like an
exactly.
orphan.
Right? The heck? Speaking of being an orphan, let's talk about Victoria Beckham and Brooklyn
Mhm.
Beckham. Do you know what's going on with them?
First of all, I mean, there's so many things that he has, like, brought up, but the biggest thing is okay, for those who do not know, Brooklyn is Victoria Beckham and I can't even think of his name right now,
David? David.
David Beckham's son, and he is pretty much just, like, disowned them and is like, "I don't wanna have anything to do with it with you because you have been controlling my whole entire life," and now he's, like, married and going into this new life, and he's just like, "You give me too much stress, I'm done with you." And the biggest thing that he brought up from that is that she didn't let him, and I may have this wrong, she didn't let him dance with his wife at the wedding, and she danced with him instead? Do I have that right? Did I understand
Yes.
that correctly?
Yes, it sounded like that they had some sort of first dance, which is normal between the wife and the husband. And instead of that happening, Victoria took it over and did a first dance with her son. And so very interestingly, that's part I guess that's some of the things he's mad at. There's quite a list, but everything
Mhm.
it was surrounding like the wedding and being a part of the brand of the Beckhams. And
Yeah.
I'm not in the UK, as we all know, none of us are in the UK, but apparently people, like, put the Beckhams up with, like, right underneath the royal family. Like, they
Mm.
love the Beckhams because obviously Spice Girls in the 90s, so they're like, that was just a hit, and so Victoria's Posh Spice, and then David Beckham is a football player in the UK and did fantastic. Obviously, we all know his name because of it, and so came together, had children, and had this huge, like, I don't know, dynasty is the word I want to use, but that's probably the wrong word. But they have a huge empire now and a brand to protect. So it is so as a mom, I feel one type of way than I probably would have if I heard about this story in my 20s.
Yeah.
So I like truly feel like Brooklyn marrying a woman who is, like, significantly older than he is. I think he's, like, 5 years older than her, and they're all in their 20s, and to me, that's, like as a woman, marrying someone, like, that's, like, in their young 20s and, like, you're in your older 20s, that's strange to me. I
Yeah.
just feel like that's, like, a really big, like, maturity level difference, and then as, like, a parent, I would be like, "What are you doing right now? Like, why do you wanna be with my kid, for one? And now you're here in this whole, like, empire that we've built." I probably wouldn't like her either. Like, I don't
Yeah,
know.
I wonder what else has happened because he's like, "Oh, they've been controlling my whole entire life," which granted, I'm not in a royal type of family and my parents are not celebrities. So I feel like I'm sure every celebrity child, besides another child we're gonna talk about today, has gone through the experience of being, like, controlled, if you will. But I will say, I understand being a mom, and so, like, that point of view of, like, "Okay, what are you doing with my kid? Why are you with my kid?" And I'm also trying to protect my everything that I've built pretty much my whole entire life. But at the same time, on the other side of the coin, I'm like, why is he so angry? Is it the wife that's trying to flip things? That's probably a really, really strong, possibility. But has something been going on for like his whole entire life that we obviously just do not know? Because it's like it just seems like it's all of a sudden. But then a lot of the family has come forward saying like he is basically tripping. Like he's basically saying a
Yeah.
lot that's not true. And so it's kind of like where do you don't know because we're not in the family. But I don't know, that's hard.
Yeah, I feel a couple ways about that too because they have siblings. I'm unsure how many siblings they have, but they have siblings, like you just said, that are basically like Brooklyn is in the wrong here.
Mhm.
But it's also, Brooklyn's the oldest. And so it's possible that he is just the first to be fed up with the dynamic they have. And with him being the oldest, he just might have a different, vantage point with all of it. And so that's something to consider too, that it's very possible that they'll all come out eventually and or he might be in the right and the other kids might want money and the lifestyle they have. And I don't fault them for that, but I probably hopefully if that is the case, they're not like saying he's wrong even though they just want the money. A
Yeah.
lot of
Which I
speculation
mean,
here.
I'm gonna say I watch a lot of shows. But usually that's the case. Usually
Mhm.
they're like, if you say this, your trust fund is gone. They're probably like, "Well, I'm trying to save my coin," but also don't wanna say that if it's not true. I just feel like you don't know, and it's really hard. I feel like I can't, cannot imagine if Naya got on Instagram and was like, "I don't wanna have anything to do with my mom and my dad, like, you're out of my life, it's only me and my wife now," like, oh, gut-wrenching. Like, I just can't
Mhm.
imagine, but then on the other side, I'm like, what happened for it to even get to this far where you wouldn't wanna speak to your parents and have anything to do with them at all? Like, it
Right.
had to have gone pretty far, but who knows, really?
Yep, exactly. Guess time will tell. One day, all the
Time will t
NDAs will be expired and we can hear all the juicy tea.
Yes, all the NDAs, but also for kids who are controlled, like Brooklyn Beckham, there's also kids like good old North Kardashian.
Good old yeah,
North.
Northwest. Her name is Northwest,
Oh, yes.
unfortunately.
Sorry, Northwest, you're right. So sorry.
Yes.
Northwest and then Kim Kardashian, which I'm kinda like, "North, you might wanna change that," but anyway.
Mhm.
I just don't know. So North, if you guys haven't seen her lately, her hair's blue. I don't know if it's a wig. I don't know if it's dyed. Either way, it's blue. And
Mhm.
she has a black grill. Again, don't know if this is permanent. Don't know if it comes out. Who knows? And we have a lot of piercings now. I feel like as a mom, I'm like, ooh, I understand wanting your child to show their creative side.
Mhm.
On the other side of the coin, I forget that she's 12 years old because she
Right.
doesn't look 12 years old. I mean, even before this has all happened, she didn't look 12 years old just from like things that she would post and all of that. And so I'm like trying not to be like, ooh, is this how my parents were when I was at, where they were like trying to control of how I dressed and, like, everything like that, but I feel like there's also a line, but I'm also trying not to judge because I don't know how their life has been, especially with Kanye and that experience, so I also feel like Kim, it may just be like, "I want you to be creative, I don't wanna control you too much, but also I want you to have freedom, but I feel like she's not reeling it in. But on the show, she makes it seem like, oh, like I watch her TikToks, I watch all of this, I make sure that I'm monitoring, but like, are you monitoring? I don't
Mhm.
know. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, no, so there's a few things that I'm like, okay, you're expressing your creativity and that's totally
Mm,
fine. You're in the spotlight. There's probably got a lot of like, mental health things going on with just being in the spotlight that I'm hopefully like she's in therapy forever. But regardless, the blue hair doesn't bother me. I think that we actually, besides the fact that it's probably got a lot of chemicals that we probably shouldn't be putting on our body, I don't mind when kids dye their hair. Like, if you wanna dye your hair, you totally just do it, have fun with it. Hair is hair, it grows back. We've all had bad hair days and bad hair choices. Unfortunately, all of for now, everything's on the internet forever. For us, we just had a couple pictures that are in a box in our basement, which is nice.
MySpace or Facebook?
Yeah, exactly. Well, MySpace, who knows? Can't get on there anymore. But The for me, it's the, like, body modifications. 12 years old is 6th grade, and 6th grade, like, who are you? Like, you don't know who you are in 6th grade.
Yeah.
You don't know who you are when you're 12, and your parents are supposed to be your, like, frontal lobe. Like, parenting is being the frontal lobe that's not developed for children. And so for Kim Kardashian to allow Northwest to get a finger piercing through her finger is wild to me. Like that I have a belly button piercing that I would have loved for my parents to say, "You are not getting that. Do not get that." They didn't, but I also was like 16 when this happened,
Mhm.
not 12. 12 is
Yeah.
like it's like a baby. And I just couldn't imagine being like, "Yeah, go ahead. You'll have that hole in your finger for the rest of your life. But yeah, you can go ahead because you want it when you're 12." Like I'm sorry, there's absolutely no way I would allow it. Zero chance. We would be fighting about it forever. She would hate me. I don't care. That would never happen. So it's
Yeah.
such an interesting choice because I'm on the boat where I actually think Kim Kardashian is pretty smart. I think she clearly has an empire and she knows how to manage people and businesses. So what is happening here that she is allowing this? I must be missing something. I don't know. I feel really judgmental saying it, but I just like I don't get it. I wouldn't be the mom to do the piercing. I just couldn't do that.
Yeah. I co-sign the Kim Kardashian being smart. I love Kim Kardashian. I'm not the one on the boat that thinks she's just like, I don't know. I don't want to trying to think of a better term. I'm not the one on the boat that thinks she's just like kind of ditzy or anything like that. I think she is very smart and she made, like you said, an empire from what she had. And, I love her. But I feel like I waver back and forth. Same thing. Blue hair. I think it's all of it in general. I had blue hair. I had a blue streak, but it was a clip in. I didn't dye my own hair. And this was in college. I was in college. But I waver because my mom was way more controlling, for lack of better words, with my sister. So my sister she snuck and got her tongue pierced. She snuck and got she was just, all over the place, sneaking out of the house, all the things. Sorry to put your business out like that, Jaleisha, but it is what it is. I, on the other hand, I had a little bit more freedom. And so I did not sneak to do a lot of the things. I did throw a party. We're not going to get into that. But I did not sneak because I had the ability to ask my parents and I felt like I could express certain things, but then I didn't feel like I was like having a cry for help, if you will. And I almost wonder if like that's what it is. Like, I don't know. I think it's really hard to say what's going on because, like you said, Kim Kardashian is very, very smart, but she's 12. And that's
Yeah.
what is throwing me back. If she was 16, I think I would be like, do what you want, girl. Like, dye your hair blue,
Yeah.
have black girls, make them permanent, hole in your finger. It's 12. That's what I'm really, really struggling with. And like you said, things are hidden for us. They're in our basement, or I mean, they are on Facebook. So you could clearly go on my Facebook and see my blue hair. But like this is her life is always going to be in the public. And so I think that's the concerning part for me. We see things like Amanda Bynes where like things happened in her childhood and she's had a negative future because of it. And I don't know. I just want her to like hold North and squeeze her and say, you're a baby and it's okay to still be a baby. And I don't know. Don't grow up too fast is kind of what
Yeah.
I want to say to her is like, just cherish your childhood and cherish where you are right now because it just happens so, so, so fast. And like, I want to squeeze Naya and tell her, like, don't grow up too fast. You don't need to do all of these things. And I think that's what I want Kim to do with North. And maybe she has.
Mhm.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
just
I
crazy.
I like to I mean, I don't wanna compare children, but I do like to compare the parenting of children, of people in Spotlight, not in real life.
Mm,
But, like, Beyoncé and Jay-Z with Blue Ivy,
mm,
they're I think they're similar ages. If not, they're similar ages in my head, and you can just see that Blue is she has a lot more rules because they're young. She's still putting makeup on and looking a little older than she is because of the makeup or the clothes she's wearing or whatever, and that part doesn't bother me as much because you have, superstars for parents. Of course, you're going to have a stylist or whatever. And so you're going to dress a little older. And that's to me not the problem. But it's certainly, you could just see that she's not going out and doing, you know, getting piercings and doing things that may be permanent. That she's doing things that she might be figuring out her style, but it just doesn't feel like so much of a cry for help, like you were saying. So I think that's just my biggest thing is like, yeah, there's ways to do parenting in the spotlight, and I'm nervous for North. Nervous for her. Hopefully she'll end up okay.
yeah, I agree. But playing devil's advocate with Blue is like, who knows? Because they're always so private, which is what I say I appreciate that, but I also love watch the Kardashians. So like I guess that's kind of hypocritical of me. So it's almost like we don't know, like, has Blue been like, hey, I want to get this piercing? And her parents, I mean, maybe her parents are like, absolutely not. Maybe she has snuck and got a piercing and we just don't know because they're good at keeping everything in. It's just, I don't know. It's just this, I just can't imagine being a celebrity and having to deal with that, making those decisions. And I feel like it's just hard. I mean, parenting is already hard, but doing everything in the spotlight is probably even just like on another level.
Yeah, for sure. Agreed.
I did want to talk about this is just random and I just thought about it and I don't know if you've seen this, but did you see that they are doing a documentary on America's Next Top Model?
I did. I'm sat for it. I will be watching this. I've seen the commentary being like, she's blaming us for watching, and we're like, Tyra, we were 10. We would watch anything you put in front of us. Once again, we don't have the
Literally, I
frontal lobe
cannot
that's
wait.
developed.
I cannot wait. But apparently, like they're doing that one. Netflix is like Tyra, and they're interviewing like Tyra and all the panelists and things like that. And so people are like, I want to hear from everyone else, like not just the people who were like, leaders on the show. So I think Hulu is doing another documentary, and America's Next Top Model was an episode of that documentary. I forget the name of it, but that one's going to have some of the contestants actually doing interviews. So
Oh.
gotta watch both of them. I'm very, very excited because we all know Tyra, thinking about it now, Tyra had people doing blackface, okay? Tyra had people chopping their hair off. She had them getting their teeth, like crazy things. And back in the day, I used to be like, ooh, this is my favorite. My favorite episode was the makeover
Loved the makeover
episodes.
episode. Yes.
Loved them. And now I'm like, oh my God. We were all rooting for you. And you were not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You were supposed to be lifting them up and you were not, but it's fine. We were 10 and it sounded great at the time. But I'm very excited to
Exactly.
watch it.
Yes, I'm so excited to watch it too, and I didn't know about the contestant one, so I love that they're doing both. The drama. I love it.
Yes, the drama. So get into that one. Maybe we'll have a little recap.
Yes, I mean, pop culture episode every month, so we'll do it next time.
Tempest loves it. Yay. Okay. I think that's it. Unless you have something else, Tempest.
No, that's it.
All right. Well, thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, subscribe to our channel, engage with us. We love hearing from you guys, and we will talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Two moms, too much coffee, tired eyes but hearts so full. Thanks for tuning in with us. Hope you brewed a cup for you. The morning light is shining bright.